Hi, this is the 3D orc I made for Unity. Well, first things first, an purple orc is quite unusual. Realizing that, I made the option for you to make it green. Just switch the material on its body for the orc body green. And you have a green orc. That said, I prepared separate prefabs for the purple and green versions. This model has two materials, one for the body and one for the armor. The material of the armor has all the colors here. You can, if you want to change the colors of the armor, you have to open the albedo image and edit it on a image editing software. Now let's see what this bad boy can do. This asset comes with an animator controller and quite a few animations on it. It has animation parameters and I'll explain a little bit of them to you right now. So, this is the idle animation by standard. If you do the attack trigger, it attacks, he attacks and comes back to idle. If his horizontal speed, which is HSP, is between 1 and 10, he walks. If it is higher than 10, he runs. Take a note that you can edit the animation speeds on Unity by changing the value on the animator. You click on the item and you change here the value. Now he will walk with double speed. So if your application in-game needs a little adjustment in the timing of the animation, you can always change here. It has a jump trigger and it will play the fall animation if the vertical speed is less than 0 and it's not grounded. So let's take this off and take this. And whenever it's checked for grounded again, it will land and go back to idle. There is a damage trigger. Let me show you first with HP above 0, because there is a difference. If you take damage and your HP is above 0, he takes damage and go back to the idle. But if your HP is 0 or below, whenever you call the damage trigger, he dies. That's his animations. Now let's take a closer look at the model itself. There are two mesh densities, a mid poly and high poly versions. I'll show you the high poly one now. But before I do, know that the prefabs have LODs so that they will switch mesh densities according to the distance to the camera. He's got metal tippers on his boots, a metal buckle on his belt, kind of a skirt, bone spikes on his shoulder pad, but he's kinda chill. One important thing to note is that I added weapon pivots on his hands. If you want to put an axe, sword or anything on his hands, you can. But you'll need to create custom animations for him attacking with weapons, because I only created animations for him attacking unarmed. When it comes to the prefab organization, there's a base prefab for the orc character that has a dummy on it, just so that you adjust the collider according to your preferences. But on the actual usable prefabs, the ones that have LODs, the dummy is turned off, and the high and mid poly versions are available here, and those are the versions referenced by the LOD group on the parent object. So if you want to add code to the orc or change colliders and things like that, you go to the main prefab, you add everything here, and it will be updated to the green and purple versions. The only thing that's exclusive to those versions are the actual meshes that will be displayed in the game and the LODs. That's the workflow of this asset. And if you want to change anything on the model prefabs, they are also separated inside the project. And that's it. This is the model. Let me know which characters are you looking forward to see on Unity Asset Store, so that I know what to make next. If you have any questions about it, you can reach me out on the social media I'm displaying on the screen right now, and on the email as well. I hope you enjoy using him on your projects. Let him wreak havoc on his enemies, or maybe be defeated by your hero. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.